It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Sanders. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Broncos and the Black Knights on Monday night.
And off we go from Denver. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and 5. But you look at this defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit, short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The numbers for Mixon.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Is going to be incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Burrow. And quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Another try for Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little. Touchdown! Ja'Marr Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Number 1, Jamar Chase. A gain of 7 and a Canton 1st down.
Burrow throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Burrow looking to pass.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now Burrow. And it is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop.
And got his man complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Black Knights go up by 2 touchdowns.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not. And kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 42-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
To the air again, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Josh Jacobs, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Devontae Smith, a touchdown catch in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Burrow, he'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Black Knights.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The lineman on the other side has got it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd and 10.
It was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Hold them on the line. Show them what we're made of, defense.
Here's Burrow.
Let them complete that.
To Mixon on the check down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. A good pickup there, a 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 30. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
2nd and 9 now. Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. There he goes, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
He was brought down by Damari Mathis.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. Here we go. As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Black Knights.
Burrow will throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it?
And now, before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. So the Broncos coming out now. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Down. Check white. Blue check.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Let's go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That'll give him 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Opposite. Green. Smith red. Check pink. Yellow. Line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They're facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 42 yards. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they have to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And they say it's never easy to come. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my second or third day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard. And it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early, try and get on a schedule and feel good with it. Other teams say, forget it. Let's not let the effects jump on us. They come in as late as possible, as close to kickoff, and play. Whatever way they did it, it worked in this one.
So for Canton, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker, He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Desperados and the Patriots, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and football has returned to America's finest city, San Diego, California. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Patriots of London taking on the Desperados of San Diego. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Patriots now on offense. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run once more with Stevenson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down up to the 47-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action with Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Jackson. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the gun, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's where the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Tershawn Wharton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could. But let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
And he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Desperados, nothing.
Second quarter now, and it's London with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. But I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes this to Walker. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 37-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the London first down.
Again, it's Stevenson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Jackson on first down. Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson now. Quick completion to Henry. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Stevenson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's third and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 51 yards on the punt there.
London about set to take over on offense.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On 2nd down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's James. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
Open man, that's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, a much-needed boost defensively there. I mean, that really one of the first things that's gone right for him in this first half.
No question about it, partner. We've seen this before. You've got an offense that doesn't have any points yet. Go out and make a play on D. Then you head back to the sideline saying, we got you the football back. Now let's see what you can do with it.
One more go for this offense in the first half. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started in the place dubbed America's Finest City, San Diego, California. And it's the Elks who are out in front. Josh Jacobs with a touchdown run. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were losers in that one. to the visiting LA Chargers. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now back to throw, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Short pass caught by Henry. Brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. He finds Douglas complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. London about set to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. James has got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Badgley's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the counter, it's Walker. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd down and 4.
All right, boys, let's keep it up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Right here, right now, D.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they'll wind up. Here's Jackson. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Take him out. It's terrible. Pay for this.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's good for a San Diego 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw out wide to Walker. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Back to throw again. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
4 yards. And a San Diego 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Patriots' 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
San Diego 1st down.
They'll set up a throw. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith-Njigba. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good for a San Diego 1st down.
Now back to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, here's Walker. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
The previous play is under review.
At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They go play action with Jackson. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Now a run with Stevenson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for London, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Dolphins' speedy running back. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game.
Now from just east of the Mississippi River, EA Sports welcomes you to the home of the Blues, Memphis, Tennessee. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Tua going to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Trayvon Walker. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Draw play, ETN. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A short throw to Ingram. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, A little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Kirk. We're scoreless after 1. On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He targets Ingram for another grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Floating one, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Out to the right here to Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down. Up the middle, Achane. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
4 yards, working out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Run stoppers inside, guys who can make plays outside.
We've seen them shut down running games already this year. They're at it again. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Second and 14. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open man right side is Ingram. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started in the place dubbed America's finest city, San Diego, California. And it's the Elks who are out in front. Josh Jacobs with a touchdown run.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Now Hill to return it. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Play action, now it's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Tua. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up the 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. They'll look to throw. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Back to throw here. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought this one up to about the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. He'll look to throw.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now in this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dragons will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, we lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Miami set to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tua.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up the blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Dragons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Tua now on first down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they're going to speed things up here. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this to the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. Although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on 3rd down. Tua to throw again. Tyreek Hill's got another one. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen despite the...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how that... Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now Etienne to start the drive. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Memphis, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin.